Alright, welcome back. So today we're in 5.7, and sorry, I do have a bit of a cold, so if I'm sniffling or sneezing or coughing, I do apologize in advance. But in any case, 5.7, where we're looking at combining some of our style selectors. So you can see on this page right here, what we're going to be doing is taking this UL tag. You can see that it has 3 list items, and each of those have their own A link tags with hyperlink references, and we're going to give those a different style than we will with these other A tags down here that are descendants or inside of these level 2 headers. So this is our index, which we're actually not messing around with. We're just going to be strictly here in the style sheet. And you can see when I pull up my page, this is what you should see, or something similar to it. Okay, so I got riders, rail riders. For mine, yours is probably going to say something a little different. So at the very top of my page, what I'd like to do is focus on making a style for these A tags, which have the hyperlink references that are specifically inside of the unordered list tag. So that's what I'm going to start out with. So let's see, we're going to go to we're going to start out with the unordered list space and then the A tag. So this is saying the A tag within the unordered list. And what are we going to do with that? Well, we're going to give it a background. Sorry, not a background, but just a regular color. Excuse me. Now you should choose a color that you like. I'm just going to go with this color right here. All right, and what is this going to do for us? Well, let's go ahead and check and see what that does for us. You can see over here it looks like some stuff changed, which is kind of what we expected. But in addition to that, we're also going to give it a font-size colon. And again, choose whatever number the assignment wants, but I'm just going to go with 25 pixels. And then if I reload this, you can see over here the size changed after we changed the color. So that is all the A tags inside of the unordered list tags. But next up, excuse me, what we're going to want to do is from the assignment, if I remember right, they want us to work on the A tags that are nested inside of the level 2 heading tags. So they're inside of the level 2 headings, and again, these are A link tags. And we're going to give these a little styling as well. So let's start. I think they just wanted a color. Now this one's a little new for us, and again, I'm just going to show this to you guys because I think it's important. But again, you'd give it whatever color the assignment wants. But the inherit, in this case, inherit is of course not its own color. But it's a value that gives these A tags, which are inside of the level 2 heading tags, the specific color of the parent, which in this case is the body. And we can go back and look at this. All right, so the A tags inside of level 2 heading tags, of course, they're inside the main semantic tag, but up here they're really inside of the body tag right there. So it's going to give these A tags inside the level 2 heading tags the inherited color of, in this case, the body's color is maroon. So if we go over here and reload, we can see down here those links now have changed into a maroon color. Next up, what we'd like to do is focus on these, let's see, we want level 2 heading tags, which are inside of the featured ID. Okay, so down here where we've given ourselves a couple lines, we're working with the featured ID, so that's pound featured space, and we're going to apply these rules to the level 2 heading tag. So what are we going to do here? Well, it says, let's see, we want to give it a let's give it a color here first. And the color that I'm going to give it, again, just randomly, 35EB99. You can give it whatever color you want. And again, this color should be the color that the assignment tells you to give it. But then after that, we're also going to give it a font, -STYLE, font style of ITALIC, italic. So if I go to my page now and reload this, you can see here these level 2 headings within our featured ID have now changed into, I guess that's what the color was, and they're now italicized. Now this should be all that we need in order to get credit for this assignment. Of course, yours is not going to say Tom Thumbs or Riders, Rail Riders, or any of this other stuff, but it should look pretty similar to this. Again, if you're following with the assignment, some of the stuff will seem different, but again, the code up here at the very top, all this code that we just barely put in, that should be the same. Okay, that'll do it for this video.